Guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. On this channel, we talk a lot about abundance, attracting what we love doing, and attracting abundance. So, we are already abundant, but still doing something, tweaking around, and understanding that we are already abundant, and that realization and living your life from that. That's the thing we gotta do on this channel. That's what I talk about it. So today I want to talk about one very important thing that a lot of the people think that once they're going to have a lot of amount of money, or they're going to be financially free, or they have XYZ amount of money, whatever amount of money, for everybody it's different. So once they have that amount of money, they're gonna do that. So that's like a myth. I'm gonna talk about it because I can talk about based on my own personal experience. I'm gonna cover my experience as well and talk about this myth. So hopefully it's gonna help you. So if you enjoyed it, give it thumbs up, consider subscribing. I have a short mini course as usual, guys, if you're interested. It's talking about manifesting, attracting abundance by doing what you love. The link is in description along with the finance planner. All the links are in description. Anyways, let's talk about this thing. So so what is that myth? The myth is that we think that once we have XYZ amount of money, once we are abundant, once we have financial free, once all our debt is clear, once I have a dream job or a promotion, once I move to my dream country, I have a house or a car, whatever, I'm gonna be rich. Okay, of course, I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna spend more. Once I have money, I'm gonna spend more money. That's the kind of the myth. A lot of the people think that if I'm a millionaire, I'm gonna spend so much money because I want to spend so much money. Guys, when you actually gonna become a millionaire, which you can become, I'm gonna talk about that, how you can do that. When you become a millionaire or a billionaire or whatever XYZ amount of money, the amount doesn't really matter, number doesn't really matter. The emotions, intentions behind it matters a lot. It's not about the number, 1 million, 10 million, no. It's all about the intentions. So once you have the money, you're not going to spend that much amount of money. You think right now that when you're going to have the money, you're going to buy all those things. But it's not the truth. You see that the most wealthy people in the world, yes, they have a comfortable living. They have beautiful houses or mansions or cars or whatever's. But if you look at the normal lifestyle, they're not spending that much amount of money. They're not going out and excessively purchasing things just because they think that they have money. No, that's not the case. Of course, you're going to spend money. Of course, you're going to have a comfortable lifestyle. Of course, you're going to have the good house, good place to live in, more comfortable stuff, more comfortable lifestyle. But then you're not going to go out and recklessly buy everything that you see in the market just because you think that you have money. Right now, you're thinking that when you're going to have money, you're going to buy all the jewelries, you're going to buy all the expensive dresses, but that's not the case. That's not the case. You may buy, you may not be buying, but after a certain point, you're going to understand you don't need those things. Just because you have money doesn't mean you're going to go out and buy everything that you see out or attractive or sexy or like or whatever. No, it's not the case. Because when you go out and spend the money, you only going to spend the money even when you are rich or not, whatever the case. It doesn't really matter. It's the mindset that matters. Even if you go out to spend the money, you're only going to buy the things which you wanted. You're not going to buy the things just to prove to yourself that I have money so I can buy anything, or prove to the other people, show off on the other people's face that, look, I have money so I buy expensive gears, I buy expensive this and that. No. You're only going to buy the things that you wanted. You don't need to prove to yourself or anybody or the universe. No, you're not looking for anything in exchange of expending the money. No, you only do it when you want it. That's the kind of like you are at the ground level. You are very base level. You feel very grounded in terms of your emotions, feelings. You feel like, okay, I have enough money. I have sufficient money. The numbers doesn't really matter. I spend the money on the things that I wanted. And if I don't want to spend, I'm not going to spend. Just because I have money doesn't mean I need to spend. It happened with me, guys. I can tell you when I'm coming from a medical background. I was professionally a doctor in the hospital. At that time, I was working and I was thinking when I'm going to be free from this job, or I'm going to be financially free, I'm going to spend so much money, I'm going to buy this and that. And in the COVID time, I switched the career. I started with my own dream business. I started with art and designing out of the blue because I want to do something that I love. I don't want to do the job or do something that I hated only to make money. Nothing wrong with the doctor field. It makes you good money. It's a noble profession. You're helping people. Nothing wrong with that. But it was not aligned with my soul. So I got to choose. I got to decide and move in the direction that is in alignment with my soul. So I move in that direction, and that direction was art and designing, having my own dream business, having the passive income, and having so much spare time on my schedule that I can literally do anything and everything that I want to do it. I'm not focusing on the schedule because being in the doctor field, you have a fixed schedule. You're working very much. You don't have that much free time. And I always wanted that. And so I started my dream business. It took me like 1.5 or 2 years to take it off from the ground. And then I started traveling. And it's not been a long time. It's only going to be like a 4 or 5 years soon starting my business. But after 1.5 years or 2 years, you can say, I started traveling, and I started supporting my lifestyle. I started living that. And in the beginning, when I started traveling, I never traveled alone by myself outside country. I started traveling overseas to different countries. I never imagined that I would be doing that in my life because I was thinking that I'm going to be focusing on the doctor field. So when I started traveling, I look at so many new things, so many different stuffs. I go to the walls and see different stuffs that I didn't have in my home country at that time. And I was like, I'm gonna buy this. And yes, I did buy. In the beginning of my traveling for the first 6 months, I buy heck a lot. I buy so much that it was very hard for me to travel with a lot of the weight because it was a lot of the stuffs that I buy. And then I understand that I buy only those things just because I think that I don't have it and I want it. But some of the things I didn't even use it. Like I buy the high heels because I never wore high heels in my entire life because I was in a medical profession. So you gotta have a flats. It's quite obvious. I never wore high heels and I wanted to try them. So I buy them. I buy really expensive high heels from the store. From the mall in Malaysia when I was traveling there for 6 months. I buy so much wherever I go, and I buy those heels. I only wear 1 or 2 times, and after that, you know what, I don't want to wear them anymore. It's not what I want. It's not what my higher version want me to wear a high heels. Nothing wrong with the high heels for the people who wear high heels, nothing wrong with that, but it's my high version don't want to wear it. It's just I buy it because I think that I never do it, so I wanted to give it a shot. Another thing, I buy the different kinds of the hats and the different kinds of the caps that I see. I never seen it before in my country, so I buy so much. I wore them, I used them for a while, and after that, no. So many clothes that I literally buy. I kid not you guys, I buy 2 or 3 dresses just because I think I never wore it in my entire life. I want to give it a shot. Those were really expensive dresses in the expensive mall in the Malaysia, in the Southeast Asia that I've been traveling. And I buy them. They were very expensive, thinking that I need it, I want it because I never wore it. And I buy it and I never even wore even a single time. I tried to wear them, but it was pretty uncomfortable. Like I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, no, this is not for me. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, the rich people may wear it. I don't know, but it doesn't suits me. I don't like it. And then I understand that maximum of my shopping was because I think that I don't had money in the past because I was working in the hospital and I was just also in the college, so I was focusing on my tuition fees as well. Like I have a lot of the liabilities on my at that time, so I wasn't having that much money at that time. Of course I was working and I was making money, but then I have a tuition fees and the college fees, and the medical college is very expensive. So I was thinking, when I'm gonna be free, I'm gonna have so much money, I'm gonna spend so much things. So I did it. For 6 months of traveling, I did crazy buying, thinking that I have so much money, I'm traveling, I'm seeing so many things, buy expensive jewelries, buy expensive clothes, heels, hats, accessories, all kind of sorts of stuff that you could imagine a girl would buy. A makeup as well. And I'm not a makeup person at all. You see, guys, I don't put that much makeup. In fact, I don't put any makeup right now in the videos because I'm not a makeup person. I'm even not a lotion or a cream person. Unless my skin is dry or something, I need a lotion or a cream. Otherwise, I don't put it because I'm not that person at all. I did buy them. I did have creams and lotions, but I never used them. I also bought expensive perfumes thinking that I'm going to be using it, but I didn't use it. And then I realized that, you know what, I don't need these things anymore. I thought that I'm going to need it. I want to buy so much. And for 6 months of spending so much, and I have so much weight, and I'm not using those things, I give away so many things. I literally give away to the people like that, because I don't need them. I only buy it because I think that I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna have money, I'm gonna travel the world, and I'm gonna buy so much stuff, I'm gonna eat so much. Yes, I eat so many different vegetables, not vegetables. I eat so many different cuisines. Now, personally, I'm a vegetarian. That's why I said vegetable, because I don't eat egg or meat or nothing. So I try so many different kind of the foods, the cuisines that are vegetarian. Not vegan, vegetarian. Of course, I tried the vegan as well. Nothing wrong with the vegan, but then I realized with time I don't need it. I buy expensive chocolates in Malaysia. If you go to Southeast Asia, there are so many chocolates, especially in Malaysia. So many different brand chocolates and international chocolates, and I buy so much. And I eat so much chocolates. And then I realized, wait a second, what's going on with me? Why I'm eating so many chocolates? In my entire life, I never eat so much chocolate in one day. Like in 1 week, I eat literally so many chocolate bars. And to my surprise, so much chocolate that I eat in 1 week. And I was like, what the heck is going on with me? I'm eating so much chocolates. Nothing wrong with cacao, it's a good, but then they put a lot of the sugar and a lot of the stabilizers and preservative in the chocolates that is not good for the body unless you go for 100% natural, 100% cacao. And I don't like 100% cacao. I like 70 to 80%. So I did have the chocolates that were having chemicals. Yes, they were really good quality chocolates, so not that much chemical, but they still have a lot of the sugar. And at the end of the day, guys, overeating anything is not good. Whether it's cacao, whether it's chocolate, coffee, rice, whatever. If you eat more than you need it, it's not gonna be healthy for your body, because you're eating from the mindset that I gotta eat it because I never had it before, or I need to eat it to prove it to myself or prove it to somebody. That's not gonna serve its purpose. So I eat it, and then I realize those 6 months, in fact, those entire year, I can say that entire year, that was crazy with me, shopping, eating excessively and all that stuff. And I was like, wait a second, Barsh, where we are going with this thing? Where? Just because you have money, just because you're traveling, doesn't mean you need to buy everything that you see expensive, attractive, or sexy, or you go to the next street and you find something. No. You really need it, then buy it. If you want it, then buy it. But please don't buy it just because it's there in the store and you have money. No. Just because you like chocolate doesn't mean you have to eat so many chocolate bars in 1 day or in 1 week. No. Stop there. And then I watched some videos and I came across a little bit more in manifestation. I go more deep dive and I understand that I don't need to buy those things. I don't need to do that. Just because I have money doesn't mean I have to do that. And then I ask myself, what would I do? What would I do? Like, what do I really want in this situation? Of course I have money. Of course I'm traveling. Of course I can spend money on the things that I want, but do I really need these things? Do I really want these things? And the answer was like, no. I don't want to eat so many chocolates. I don't need so many dresses. Of course I like dresses. I love skirts. I love all those stuffs. But I don't need all those things. Because first of all, it's a lot of the work to handle them, to keep it. Because you're traveling, you gotta be weight. Of course you can give away, and I give away so much, but then I don't need it. Why would I buy them? And now I understand that I don't need everything. I don't want everything. Just because I have money, just because I can buy anything that I want, literally, doesn't mean that I'm actually bambling on the place. Okay. Just because I have money and I can buy whatever I want doesn't mean that, guys, I'm showing off my money here. It's just that I'm telling to myself that I don't need those things. What I need, I will go and buy those things. That's it. And that's where all this thing begins. And then I go deep down and understand why I was going to buy those things, why I was doing it. It was like an insecurity to prove to myself that I have money. It was a kind of like an insecurity to prove to the universe that I have money, or to prove to everybody that I'm rich or something like that. And that's why I go and do those things. Or I never tried it and that's why I want to try them, and that's why I did those things. And then I was slowly understanding deep, and then I realized, okay, wait a second, I don't need those things anymore. I can totally let them go, because hey, guess you what? You know what? I don't need them. Let them go. And then I truly let them go. And now I go out and buy the things that I wanted, not to prove to anybody that I'm rich, or prove to myself that I'm rich, or prove to the universe. No. And now I understand that when you go and buy after things, it's not about the actions. It's not about the amount of money that you're spending. It's about your intention. If you're buying things for the wrong intention, you're going to get the wrong things in exchange, because your intention is wrong. It's not about the action. And we all have wrong intentions, so there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with other people. We all have this thing. We have all gone through the shit. So it's okay. I've gone through the shit, and sometimes I do still go through the shit, because it's like a very deep programming we have. Since the day we were born, and we let up and see the people in the society that if they have money, they spend so much. They buy expensive clothes, expensive jewelry, expensive material things. So that's the proof that you have money. We have seen those rich people, right? Everybody's seen that. And that's why we think that once we're going to have XYZ amount of money, we're going to spend more, right? So it's totally okay. We have gone through that stuff, and it's a very deep programming here. It's totally okay. I still sometimes do that. That's okay. But then I go deep, and I was like, wait a second, Parsh. What are you doing? Is it really you need it, or are you doing it because of that insecurity? So that's the thing, guys. I want to tell you, of course, I did so much rambling in this video. This video is really long because I talk about my own experience. I hope it makes sense. Let me know if this video make any sense. If you have any questions, any queries, let me know. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.